Grim. Don't worry, Grim. I'm here. I'm always here. What's going on, everyone? Trying something different with the stream today. YouTube has a ultra low latency option, but I can't stream 1440, so I just put it back to 1080, which I don't think anybody cares. I just like the higher quality for when it processes. But if you guys are on Tradeovate, which Grim, I think you are, how close are we to? How close is your time to my time? Obviously you're in a different time zone, but the seconds, the latency, are we within a second or two? 5 seconds? I'm just curious. Wow, 45 seconds. Damn. That's a lot better, right? See if we can keep that up. Which 5 seconds, that's not bad. It's only, on my 5 second chart, it's only one candle. John, how we doing? YOLO trades. Uh-oh. Is it the last day of any of your accounts or something? Is that why you're YOLOing? I hope my YOLO days are over. Damn, Grim's up 800, John's up 500. Yeah, take it easy. Even if that's all you guys get, that's pretty goddamn good. Oh, nice, Grim. Yeah, I saw it looks like you've been doing pretty good. Let's carry that spirit into 2024. I was trying to reset up my trading log journal platform thing. So I want to upload all of these trades I've been taking into there, just so we can get a higher level view of how we've been doing, which I know we've been doing good. I just want to see it on a calendar. No, I was thinking about using TradeZilla, but I've always stuck with Trader View, not Trading View, Trader View, VUE. This guy right here. I've had it on the channel before. It's not as nice as looking as TradeZilla, but it was cheaper. So, and it was it's the one I've always used. So I'm just familiar with it. So I'm just going to stick with that. But I'll import my trades later, which I think TradeZilla, you can, I think they offer, do they offer automatic importing? I'm not sure. With this, I have to go and export the trades and import them. It's not a big deal, but it gives you more control over your stuff. But I'll do that later. News. Oh, you still have to export. Okay. Whatever the hell this is. It's not red, but yeah, I think their sale. I don't even know how you pronounce that. Bullnox. I think their sale was just yesterday, and then it ended at midnight. I've never tried anyone except for Apex and TopStep. I have no need to. I'm not getting sucked into trying this one, trying that one with all the sales and jumping around. I'd rather just stick with what I know. We have 2 fundeds. I have no need to go anywhere else. I do want to pick up some Apex accounts when they go on sale. I'm just going to wait. I'm in no rush. We're making money on the TopStep accounts. When next time Apex does like a 80 or a 90% off, I'll pick those up. Which the only reason why is because 1, I mean, I've always used Apex, and 2, with them you can scale up to 20 accounts versus TopStep I can only have 3 total fundeds, which I'm still waiting to hear from them about adding a third one. You don't want the Rhythmic. I think I'm going to buy Rhythmic ones just so I can use Quan Tower, though. That way, then I can use any bots I build on them. I need Rhythmic. But then I'll have 3 on TopStep and then however many. Oh, yeah, I'm not planning on using Ninja. I plan on using Quan Tower. But I pay for that. So if you're not looking to pay for stuff, just waiting for the market to open. Let's see. We're not really doing anything. We're in this little consolidation area. Looks like we came down, took out some liquidity down here. Let's look on the 5-minute. So, okay, this was yesterday morning. That nice setup right here, and we've just been going down since then, which was expected after that. Honestly, that could have been the catalyst for a move to just keep going down, especially because that was on the 15-minute. I'm so mad I didn't add a bunch of contracts and just ride that down yesterday, but that would have been straying from the plan and going back to the trades I used to take, which I have no reason to not take those. I still like those, but it's just risking more. But since then, we keep making fair value gaps that are being respected. This bullish was not respected. Then we displaced down again. So kind of seems like we may go down today, although before we go down, we must go up. So we're going to have to take out some liquidity up here before we go down, whether that's just, it could be coming up here and taking out one of these swings, or it could just be coming up into this fair value gap right here that has not been tapped yet on the 15-minute. So we made a fair value gap. Made a fair value gap here, and as you see, the next candle right here did not reach up into it. So I guess we could probably expect to go up into here and then maybe roll over. I don't know. We will see. I mean, those bigger moves don't really matter for me, but I should keep trying to read the market like that because I do like it, and I was calling some decent moves in the past. I just can't let it affect me when I start trading, because I'm looking for these little movements, anyways. Good, Tyler. I wish I could crank up the ad volume, but only for Tyler. Make him sit there and watch ads and think about all of his choices. Exactly, John. These huge moves do not matter when you're looking at the 5-second chart. We're going to take it nice and easy today. No matter what, we ended this month like absolutely killing it. Even if I hit my daily loss limit, I'm still going to be in the green on both accounts. I'm not going to hit my daily loss limit unless Trade-A-Vate goes down or something. But as you can see, look at this pre-market. You guys notice that there's no trades. I didn't touch it. Yeah, premium, YouTube premium. I mean, this isn't turning into a YouTube ad, but I don't know how people watch YouTube with ads. I couldn't do it. I've also had this YouTube premium. Oh, it used to be called YouTube Red, but I've had that forever. Like the day it came out. All right, let's see where this goes. I wanted to look something up on. So on your YouTube app, you can go to There's a way to see how many hours you've watched YouTube, which mine is probably low for the last like weeks. I haven't really watched it a lot. Oh, right there, time watched. My last 7 days watching YouTube is only 18 and a half hours. I want to go back further because I know I've had like 70 plus hours of watch time for the week. I can't remember. Again, this looks like we're like moving, but I'm on the 5-second zoomed way in. If I look over here at the 1 minute and zoom out to increments of 10, we're not we're not doing anything. We haven't even moved. We're still sitting at the open. That's insane. You guys, oh my god, I can't stress it enough. I feel like you guys are making fun of me for saying be careful, but like be careful today. It's the last day of the year. I know everybody has improved. Don't go out on a tilt day for no reason because of this. Like, this isn't moving at all. The 5-second chart, we definitely could have scalped, but there could be some weird stuff going on today. Don't get caught up in it. Today's not gonna, yeah, Monday's a holiday. You're not gonna make so much money today that you're gonna feel, you might feel rewarded for like the weekend, but next week you're gonna need to make it again. So, but what can happen are blown accounts, which sucks. I say that after Grim has already said he's going to be YOLOing today. What's up, McLovin? Are we still just a few seconds behind? Am I just a few seconds ahead of you guys? I turned on ultra low latency. So hopefully it streams like, hopefully it's what's the word? Hopefully it's smooth. 5 seconds, nice. Yeah, I don't know what it was. Whoa, 20. The hell? I've had a bunch of people asking me about this strategy that I'm doing in like comments and stuff. But this weekend I'll probably make like a dedicated video just talking about it. Um, Obviously, I mean, you got to have a basic understanding of ICT, which I guess I can go over the super basics, which is just liquidity grabs and then fair value gaps. That's really all there is to it. But the one part I can't teach you is self-discipline. John, we're just taking a handful of points at a time, scalping fair value gaps on the 5-second chart. But I try to base it off of the 1 minute to like, I mean, we could have very easily taken a few points off of this gap when the market came back down into it, bought here, and then just sold after it moved a few points. I mean, we could have got 6-7 points out of that, but probably would have killed it for anywhere from 4 to 5. But if you just do that over and over again, you can rack up some decent money. But I'll plan on making a video this weekend. I'll just pick like random days out of the past to go through. Just point out certain trades that you could have taken, certain trades that didn't work, why they didn't work. I was going over that I was talking about that the other day, that one of the big things that people who make strategy videos don't go over is show me a setup that meets your criteria, and then show me why it didn't work, or maybe was there a way to avoid it, or would you just have to count that as a losing trade? I mean, John, are you familiar with ICT? Are you familiar with fair value gaps and liquidity being taken, stuff like that? If you are, then I'm really just doing that, but on like the 5 second chart. We used to do that we weren't scalping, but we used to take bigger plays on the 1 and the 2 minute. But I tried one day the 5 second doing this, and I liked it, and it worked, and it fits me. So ideally, I'd want to wait for basically a setup to form on the 1 minute over. That's a 5 minute. Damn. You guys weren't going to tell me? I'm just looking at the 5 minute. Okay, so right here, I mean, we missed it now, obviously, but there's a fair value gap on the 1 minute right here. We just came down into it and had a reaction off of that. At the same time, we created a fair value gap on the 5 second. I could have and should have just entered up here after that formed and then just wrote a few points. I know that's hindsight because it's already here, but if you go back and watch my videos, that's what I'm doing. Damn, I can't believe I had that on the 5 minute. So on the 2 minute, we're in a bearish. I really like the 1 minute, but I did switch. I was kind of trying to pay attention to the 2 minute because of the chop lately. Sometimes the 2 minute cleans it up, but say for instance, we are in this bearish fair value gap and then we get a fair value gap on the 5 second. Might take that. All right. This is kind of expected today. Oh yeah, we have that news at 9:45, which I don't know if that's gonna do anything, but it could be slowing down for that. Hey, Donna. You've been watching after the stream? Nice. Appreciate that. Hopefully I try to put a comment with the timestamps of where the trades are so people don't have to watch the boring stuff. Unless you want to, but sometimes it can get pretty boring. Thanks, Colby. Yeah, that was a big milestone. But now unfortunately, people have to watch ads, which that's YouTube. Yes, they will. When you see them, they're super clear. Don't force them. I mean, this isn't doing anything. At 15, what, like 20 point range so far, the first 15 minutes. Delta, I want to say most likely that was me. Maybe, I don't know if TBM has any setups. So I don't know what's clear for him, but we won't get into that. Like this yesterday, that setup was so perfect on the 15-minute high, low, higher, high. We displaced down, went right back into this. That doesn't happen all the time. Plus, that high and this high was taking out liquidity at the all-time highs. Like that is like I would have never thought that this would have formed on the 15 minutes of all time frames and at the all-time highs. That was perfect and super clear. Oh, we came right up into this displacement. I think I pointed that out earlier before we got started. So we'll see if we get a reaction off of it. Well, I mean, if we keep going down, we came up and tapped it. That's the one I said earlier, how we haven't delivered price in it yet. So I was kind of expecting us to come back up to it. So, I mean, we could just tap it or we could come up into this order block. But if we get a bunch of wicks into it, I would expect lower prices after that. All right, it's 9:45. It's 9:46. Whatever that news was at 9:45 so far hasn't done anything, which it wasn't a red folder or anything, but you just never know these days. What's up, Knives? Plan for today is take it easy. When I see a setup, I take a trade. If I don't see a setup, I wait for a setup. I don't look at resistance for 30 minutes. No. just look for the liquidity grabs, fair value gaps. Today I really need to require a fair value gap on the 1 minute, just because of the day, time of the year. Like, I would love to short this, have a couple setups on the couple fair value gaps on the 5-second, but ideally I want to see if we come back up into this guy up here. And if we don't take anything today because just nothing happened, then so be it. I want to see us come back up here though, around 92-ish. And we'll see if we get a entry over here on the 5-second. Oh, Knives, we've been back on track. Or you mean because yesterday morning yesterday I got off a little track. We had like one wheel on still, one side. All right, so that's invalidated because we came up and broke those highs. However, we did just barely make new highs right there. And again, looks like we're going up into this 15-minute. So I'm not saying that this 15-minute is going to push us lower, but if we create lower time frame setups off of that 15-minute or in it, we should be able to I can't ever think of words. We should be able to trust them. Just barely made new highs right into that. I don't know if it will go down, but I am expecting Nasdaq to go lower. I just want it to go. I think it's going to go up first. I just don't know how high it's going to go. But we're in this 15-minute fair value gap right now. We very well could go take out some of these highs. I mean, I may not see it go down today because I don't trade for more than like 1 to 2 hours at the most. So we may just see the manipulation part of the cycle where it looks like we're going to go up. And we will go up, but we may turn around at one of those highs. I don't know. So far, we're right around the midpoint of that gap. Yeah, that's a good point too, Delta. Maybe we're going higher and the manipulation was this move down. Or all those moves down. That's true. I would think we would want to take out these lows because where we turned around right here, that was just taking out this low. Wouldn't we want to maybe go take out these? Who the hell knows? Like, I can't remember if it was Delta or John Harrison or who, but it doesn't freaking matter on the 5-second. NQ's going down. Look at that. Just broke a little swing on the 5-second. If we come back up here, maybe we try that.
Order filled. Order filled.
I don't like that formed, but it's not too loud, is it, Tyler? I don't like that little gap that we just formed there. I'm gonna have to just
Order
get out of
filled.
that. Down I think that's a couple hundred. That's all right. I mean, I did good by waiting for market to come back up into this. And again, I took this short because we had a setup with fair value gaps on the 5-second, and all of that was forming inside of this up here. Doesn't mean it's going to work, but I mean, it looks like we kind of, if this goes down, we got out at the wrong time. What's the high of this candle? Around 113-ish. You're long on ES. We'll wait for 10 to roll over. The platform, this is on Tradeovate. On the on ES, Tyler? Yeah, damn, Alito. That looks a lot different than Nasdaq, right? Hmm. The 1 minute chart just freaking sucks lately. Most likely. Where is that at? I don't know what the normal volume is, but so far we're at 98,000. I don't think I asked any questions. Well, this is what I wanted to happen earlier. We got to get through this 1 minute gap right here, which it looks like it may go through, which we should go quickly because that seems like a balanced price range. It's not a big gap over here, but we did displace down, then displace up. So now if we're going to go down, we should just go right through it like that. There's no need to like deliver price back and forth in there if it's going to keep going down. Why couldn't this happen earlier? So we do have displacement breaking a swing, and if we can come back up into this, now that it's 10, I think you could really trust that for a short. It's not super clean, but we do have a high, low, higher high, displaced down. Tempted to just take it and get it now. I mean, this isn't moving that much, but we could come back up. So save myself from any drawdown and just see if it does come up. Yeah, let's see this come up and get in that gap maybe. I think we
Order
can just
filled.
take it. This is not moving that much. If I zoom out to the increments of 10, I mean, this is not doing anything. But I'm kind of taking this off of the 1 minute. Not really anything off the 5 second. Can we go after this low? Oh, damn, flight. It's tough when you get that close to passing. It's real tough. That one day I went from $60 away from passing to blowing the account in the same day. All right. Yep, pretty much. Jesus. Can we hold that area? I have to
Order
kill that.
filled.
Oh, not a good last day. God damn it. Kind of pisses me off. But we're gonna have red days. Sucks it's the last day. But the important thing is to not make it any worse. I strayed a little from the plan on this one. I was kind of going back to my old strategy, uh, which there's nothing wrong with that strategy. The problem is bringing that strategy in with the strategy I'm currently on because the risk managements, they don't line up. Taking a loss on the bigger ones means I give up a lot of the progress I've been doing with this 5-second scalping. So that's where it's going to like hurt. Mm. I still think this goes lower, but I just don't know. I can't take another trade to try. Not today. Yeah, the problem is intermingling the two strategies. Um Ideally, I would have gotten out of this in a few points of profit, just taking the money and moved on to the next one. This one was perfectly fine, no problems with it. It just wasn't a winning trade. But this one back here was a winning trade. I was just going to my old strategy and didn't work. And yeah, I was a little, probably a little greedy, which is why I was looking at this setup, honestly hoping that I could get in one contract and ride it down to the bottom and get me out of the hole we were in from the trade earlier, which that's me straying away from my plan. That's not the plan. The plan is to just keep doing little scalps. But because of that mistake, I just made it so I can't try anymore today, which kind of sucks, obviously. But again, both accounts are up 2,000. Both of them, I can take money out. I can take up to 1,000 out of each one if I want. So we're still in a good spot. Today was a little bit worse than it should have been. I think my max loss should be about 300 per account per day. So honestly, it's not that bad. It's only $100 more, and this is the first red day I've had on one of them. So, all right, I'm gonna secure this day and export the trades and upload them into Trader View. So if you want to stick around to see how we did for the whole month, I just got to read how we do this again on the account tab. Orders. So this month, and we'll download. All right, that was account 89. And then I'm trying to tag them so I can get a better this month download. This is account 11. Yeah, I can't watch this. There's going to be, now we're actually making moves that we could be profiting off of, and it's going to, came back into this fair value gap, and we just created a 5-second one right here. So I could just long right now, anywhere right here, and take my money. However, I can't risk losing any more than I'm already down because we're already $100 over what my max daily loss limit should be. But let's take a look at December for these accounts. I love seeing this, the calendar view. Like, this puts it into perspective how if you keep your red days to a minimum, the other days eat them up. I could scale up to micros grim, but where my head is at, I could do a lot of damage, so I'm not going to. Like, I don't want to lose any more than 400, so if I go to 450, I'm going to be pissed. I would rather stick to 400 and be done. And we've had 3 red days. This first day, I almost don't even count that because I just messed up. That was the first day we started the first funded. This day, look at that, minus $70, no big deal. But I mean, having all these green days and pretty decent sizes. This is between the 2 accounts. If I look at just one account, yeah, this account, I'm just looking at the second one that we got that we just started on the 14th. I mean, today was the first red day we've had. It's pretty damn good. And this is good. This is good as well. So all of that together, this doesn't include commissions. I need to incorporate that, but yeah, close to $5,500, and we only have had 2 accounts since the 14th. So looking at this view makes me feel a lot better about today. I really didn't want a red day on the last day of the year, the last day of the month. But what's important, I'm going to keep saying it, is keeping it at only minus 400 per account. And I thought my win rate was high, but it's only 66%. It's pretty. It's important to kill the losers as soon as they're not working. Right, Knives, like, I won't even think about that day. It's just so hard to put this day behind me the next couple days, because now I got to go into the weekend thinking about it. Yeah, it's a green month. And at this rate, had I had 2 accounts since December 1st, we probably would have been like at 6 or 7,000 just with 2 accounts, and not really scaling up, just like 1 to 2 minis at a time. Which plan do you use for the journal? I'm just on the silver plan. I don't know if this shows anything. They have gold, which lets you do other things. I honestly just like seeing the calendar. No, I didn't catch the silver bullet. I thought that was the silver bullet, but it's when I shorted over there, which actually that is working still on the 2 minute shorting in here. Stop at the highs. Like I think that would have worked. It's just I couldn't hold. I couldn't hold for those highs. Yeah, I mean, I still believe we're going lower. I I can't trade anymore. Um, I think we're over 10. I know. Uh, this is our second funded, and we're at 7 green days, 7 $200 days, and then the other one. 11 on this one. My main goal is now to get to 30 $200 days. That way, 100% of whatever I make, I can pull out whenever I want instead of being limited to 50%. But this is what we need, just a nice, steady upward move. Today's going to be down a little bit, but it's only going to be down 400. And then next week, we'll continue. And we should get better price action next week. I mean, look, this is such crap. This is how I usually look at the charts. This is not moving. It looks like it was because of the 5 second, but it's not doing anything. But yeah, my bias is still lower prices. The 15 minute is, yeah, this is working out perfectly. I just couldn't get in. Well, I'm doing fine on a 5 second. Today, that second trade, I didn't take a trade based on the 5 second. If I had that, I would still be trading right now because that trade I would have gotten out in the green and I would have waited for another setup and re-entered. I didn't do it. I strayed from the plan a little bit. I'm okay with that decision. Excuse me. I'm okay with that decision. I can't do that though. Like I need to stick with the 5 second, like my plan of taking setups on the 5 second and taking exits on the 5 second because we got in here and when I take a trade on the 5 second, I'm only looking for a handful of points. We got in at 90 and we went to 84. We went 6 points and I'm not looking for 6 points. I'm looking for 3 to 5. Get in, get out. Move on to the next one. That way you don't get stuck in these moves. And I didn't do that. Luckily, it was only 9 points. But yeah. I'm not trading Apex right now. These two accounts are with TopStep just because they had a deal or a sale or whatever for $11 and I picked some up and then I ended up passing them. But once Apex has like an 80 or 90% off again, I'm gonna pick up I think I'm going to pick up like 10 accounts because I want to group trade more than the 3 that TopStep limits you. Hey, Jack. Yeah, it's pretty crappy. Hopefully you didn't get chopped up. But I can imagine your strategy is not doing that great today because it's not going anywhere. We're still only in between 110, basically like 80, 30-point range, and it's already 10:30. Yeah, 10 accounts. Why not? I mean, you group trade them. It's just like trading one account, and assuming I keep on this trajectory that I'm doing, it's just going to increase the profits, which I'm not like freaking out trying to make more money, but if I just keep doing what I'm doing and just adding, I don't think I want to do all 10 immediately. Maybe do like, I don't know, between 2 and 4 at a time. So you don't think I can keep doing this? Part of me wants to do this scalping with more accounts on Apex. Part of me also wants to pick up some Rhythmic accounts so I can hook them up to Quantower and run bots. I still need to look at oil. Hopefully next week this is over with. No indicators, John. Yeah, this is it's just not worth it today, Jack. It's just not worth it. I think I'm just break even on this week. No, we profited this week. Look at that. Everybody said to skip this week. This wasn't worth it. It would have been better to skip it and not introduce any of the emotions, any of the risk, any of the stress. It would have been better to just have a $0 week than that. But that's better than red. Yeah, the important thing is, I mean, now um I am able to stop today, but looking at where I am on the week, I'm definitely stopping because I would much rather leave it at plus like $10 instead of turning this into a losing week because of today's price action. Like this, I don't want anything to do with this. If I woke up and someone's told me that Nasdaq was only going to move 20 points total, 20, 30 points, I probably would have just stayed off the charts and not even got on the computer. But yeah, exactly. It's how we handle the losses. I could very easily try to get that back and then give back like all my gains from last week. What's the point of that? This probably isn't even going to go in a direction. It's probably just going to sit here and idle the rest of the day. But we shot our shot, came up a little short, no big deal. You guys have a great rest of your year. Be safe on the new year. Here's to 2024. I'm going to pull out so much money out of these markets next year. So stick around. But you guys have a good weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday morning. Well, I appreciate it. Out to space. Yeah, that's what I've been working on this year, is trying to stick with my plan. So I believe I've got it. So 2024, we're gonna keep doing what we just did this month, and we're doing this. You guys all have a good one. Thanks again, everyone, supporting this channel. We hit 1,000 within the first year, which is pretty cool. That was my main goal. Now I don't know what else to do, so we're just gonna trade. But you guys have a good one, and talk to you later.